Well, you may know that face, Johnny Depp, in the surprise hit of the holiday movie season. We're going to be hearing from the star of Edward Scissorhands in this half hour. You recognize that face?
Co joins us this morning live from Hollywood to talk about one of the hot movies of this cold season of the year. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Harry. Yeah, it's doing very well. It's a movie called Edward Scissorhands, and it's the latest movie from Tim Burton, who you might know as the director of Beetlejuice, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, last year's smash hit Batman. But we thought this morning we'd talk with the young actor who plays Edward Scissorhands, and that's Johnny Depp.
I know it's a little early for Christmas, Edward, but I have a present for you.
As Edward Scissorhands, Johnny Depp's character is not quite human, not quite robot. He's the handiwork of an inventor who dies before he can finish the job. Edward lives on, all alone in his castle-like mansion. All alone until...
Avon calling.
Don't go.
What happened to you?
I'm not finished.
The Avon lady takes Edward home to her colorful suburban neighborhood, where the residents are at first curious and cautious. But he wins them over with sheer charm and his unusual talents.
Oh, Eddie, is there anything you can't do? You take my very breath away. I swear, look at this.
Why would someone want to subject themselves to the kind of makeup that this must have required? The leather suit, the buckles, the hair, the hands. In 110-degree heat on some days in Florida, I understand.
Lots of bugs.
This does not sound like a fun time.
Lots of love bugs around. Just goes along with the territory, you know. I'm lucky. I feel like the suit, the makeup, the hands, everything being bound up like that, and sort of restricted in a lot of ways, helped me to find what I ultimately found, which was the character.
You're not shooting from morning till night when you're on the set of a movie. Were there everyday activities that were impaired by having these hands on? You couldn't very well take them off and put them back on.
A lot of people really helped me out a lot. but most difficult was going to the bathroom. That was the... When you had to go to the bathroom, it's the first time I'd ever had to ask for help to go to the bathroom. So.
And the last, you hope?
And the last, yeah, I hope, until I'm, 100. Yeah, well, I just met with Chuchu Lavelli, wants 2 grams of coke and somebody to take a test from.
While Depp admits he owes much of his success to the 4 years he spent on the TV series 21 Jump Street, he's angry. The program saddled him with a teen heartthrob image. So, he deliberately set out to skewer that image, playing a juvenile delinquent in the film Crybaby. Depp doesn't like being labeled.
The most common thing that they try to label you is rebel or bad boy or something, one of those horrible, silly names. And it's just such a joke, I mean, every young actor who's come out, they try and say, oh, he's a bad boy. He looks this way, so he's a rebel, or he's a James Dean type, or he's a young Brando, or he's a, how can you can't do that. It's impossible to know a person just by looking at him.
Okay, given the opportunity to describe yourself.
To describe myself? Oh, we'd be here for a long time, I think. Because I'm still trying to figure that out myself. So we'd take a team of psychiatrists probably to figure that one out.
I asked Depp what he's working on next, and he said reading movie scripts. He hasn't decided what his next film will be, but he was adamant in saying he will not return to television. And you know what, Harry? He's currently engaged to his Edward Scissorhands co-star, Winona Ryder. Now, Depp has been engaged before. Those didn't work out. This time I think it's going to last. He's had Winona Forever tattooed on his right shoulder.
You might be able to take the Scissorhands off, but not the tattoo.